everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Lee. I'm a wedding planner, wedding fairy, business owner of Sugar Plum & Co. And today we're doing another video and the topic is the top 5 things you should splurge on for your wedding. So the first thing that you should splurge on, and I tell this to all of my clients, is a photographer. It is super important that you get someone that you love, someone that you're kind of obsessed with, because they capture the most important day of your life. It's also super important just to invest in a really good photographer. I've worked with both seasoned and unseasoned photographers, and there's a huge difference. For more seasoned photographers, they're gonna know how to pose you, and I think a lot of couples kind of are awkward or don't know how to pose, so you're more, like I said, seasoned and more expensive photographers will know how to, like I said, pose you and make you look good in photos. So that's one aspect of it, being able to work with someone that can be respectful of the timeline, even going through family photos, because family photos is probably one of the most stressful part of the day. So to have a photographer that can command a room, that knows how this goes, just makes the day run smoother. I'm gonna throw out one of my favorites, which is Anna Dolores Photography. She's great. I love her for so many reasons. For one, she knows what she's doing. She can do everything from doing a fabulous flat lay of all your details to like really pumping out your family photos in like 30 minutes, and she sends you sneaks like the day after. And like I said, a photographer, and should you decide to go with her, is worth every cent, because for one, yes, the beautiful photos that you're gonna get, but like I said, the process, not only on the day of, but prior to your wedding and the day after. The number 2 thing that you should splurge on is your wedding dress. I think this is super important because for one, you're gonna be in it all day. And I just think that you should feel like a bride and should feel pretty and should feel beautiful. And on your wedding day, like, this is your time to like shine and be like, yeah, like I'm a bride and I'm beautiful. Like, they're kind of expensive and I get it, but I think this is something that you should splurge on because, again, a lot of photos are going to be taken of you, so you want to get something that's beautiful on you. Also, pay for the alterations, because it's the worst thing if your wedding dress doesn't fit you well. And some dress shops that I like personally, and some of my favorite dresses that I've seen on brides, is the Dress Theory. So they have a couple, I think they have one in LA, they have one in Seattle, Texas. They're a big company. And then there's Love and Lace Salon in Tustin, and then there is Loho Bride in LA as well. So they carry beautiful dresses. Go to one of them or whatever shop it is and find something that you love. Okay, the third thing that I think that you should splurge on is a DJ and MC. This is important for a couple reasons. I always say on the wedding day, like after the ceremony, I kind of pass the baton off to your DJ/MC, whether it's the same person or there's 2 people. Just because your reception is pretty much the bulk of your wedding, whether it's 5 hours, 6 hours, whatever your hours are at the venue. And it's essentially a party, right? So if you have a lame DJ who plays lame music, you will have a lame dance floor. So I think it's super important to get someone, especially a professional. Like, I can't stress this enough. Like, you can't just play a Spotify playlist. Granted, there's certain exceptions. The job of a DJ is to read the crowd, and you have to play, there's correct songs that you play throughout the night. Like, you can't play Old Town right away. Like, you know what I mean? There's a certain science to it. So you want to find a DJ that's seasoned, that can read the energy of the room, that can play the right songs at the right time, just because I've seen the most littiest dance floors are when DJs know when to play the right songs at the right time. Also, in terms of a DJ, make sure you have a good MC. This is really important because, again, for your reception, they set the tone and their energy for reception. So an MC is the one that makes all the announcements. So they do your grand entrance, they're gonna announce your first dance, they're gonna announce when dinner is happening, and all of the formalities of the night. You need to double check with your DJ if they also MC, because some DJs only do DJing and spinning and whatever, and they don't make announcements. If you don't have someone to do that, you need to get someone. A lot of people have like their friends or family members do it. It's not my favorite. Here's the thing. A lot of people are like, yeah, I have this really charismatic friend and they're gonna be great on the mic, and then they go up there and they freeze. because it's super hard to command a room and you need someone to do that, and again to read the energy and to also be able to work with all of the other vendors as well. There's a lot of moving parts, so you need to get a great MC because again, it sets the tone for your reception. I personally like when there is a separate DJ and an MC just so they can both focus on, like, one person, the DJ focuses on the music and the MC focuses on the announcement. So get a great DJ and MC. One of my favorites is here in SoCal, they're called Ray and the Mic. They will be my DJ and MC. They are awesome at what they do. They really take the time to know you as a couple and kind of really tailor your experience. I talked about a couple of things with, like, the photographer and the family photos, with the DJ and MC in terms of coordinating, you know, any AV that's needed between them and live musicians and announcements. There's a lot of coordinating that's happening, which kind of leads into my fourth item of splurging, which is a coordinator. And I know I'm, like, really biased about this, but I just think, for one, you're paying for your sanity. We save you a lot of time and stress. Like, your engagement and wedding planning should be fun. It really should. It's a season in your life that it's really exciting. I always like to say to clients, we take out all of the stressful part of it. We take the nitty-gritty part of the wedding planning because it's not all super fun. Like, if you're in it, you know what I mean. So we take all of that away so that you can enjoy the fun part of it, right? And we do this all the time, so we know how much things should cost. We know where you should splurge and where you should, you know, scale back on. And I think a good coordinator, and what we do, is we get to know each couple, because every wedding is different, right? And every couple has different priorities. As your coordinator also, we are gonna help you with your budget in terms of how you're gonna be spending your money, right? Weddings are super expensive. And if you've never done this before, you're not gonna know how to do it. You're not gonna know, okay, how much should I be spending on invites and how much should I be spending on a venue? We help you do all of that, right? And making sure that you are doing this correctly. So I like to say, like, having a coordinator is kind of like insurance for your wedding, because you're spending all of this money and we're gonna make sure that your dollars are protected and spent well, because we do take the time to get to know you and to know what is important for you. So that's why I think hiring a coordinator is one of the 5 things that you should splurge on, because it makes the experience of wedding planning for you, your family, and your fiance great and memorable. And on the flip side, we're able to create something that is tailored to you and beautiful based on your budget and your preference. Okay, so my last splurge is a bar. So I know this isn't going to be applicable for everyone, and again, this is just kind of like my opinion, but the bar is one of the most popular spaces on your wedding day. It's the first thing people look for. They're there all night, and you know, you don't necessarily need to have like an open bar with top shelf premium alcohol all night long. I just think that you should host some type of alcohol at some part of your wedding. So there's different ways you can do it. You can just serve beer and wine. You can just have a hosted bar just for 2 hours. It also makes your dance floor really litty and fun, to be honest with you. But I also understand that there are some cultures, there's some religions, or whatever it may be, that this is not applicable to you. And if that's not important to you, your fiance, or your family, then that's great. You don't have to do a bar, and then you can spend more money on the decor because maybe that's more important to you. So if your crowd, if your family, if your guest list does drink, I would highly suggest, again, whatever it is, whether it's an open bar or a bar for just a couple of hours, have some type of alcohol, you know, provided for them. Not really a big cash bar fan, but like I said, you don't have to do it for the whole night, and a lot of people do this will host a bar for like 3 hours and the last hour is a cash bar, so that's totally fine. But again, from my experience, this is just something that guests do enjoy and they look forward to. Some of my favorite bartending companies are out here in LA. One is called La Farmacia. They're great, amazing. And the Whaling Club, also great and amazing. I'm a huge craft cocktail type of gal, so they just do good work. They make amazing cocktails. The experience is awesome. Their bartenders are great. Every wedding that I've ever worked with them, guests are super happy. Okay, so those are my top 5 splurge items slash vendors, I guess you could say, for your wedding. Again, this is only my opinion. It all depends on you, your fiance, but this is just from my experience, what I think is important. And if you liked this video, if you thought it was helpful, and on the flip side, want to learn 5 things that I think you should skimp on and save and scale back, let me know in the comments below. Please like this video if you like videos like this, and make sure to subscribe. Okay, I will see you at the next one. Have a great day. Thank you so much.